Hello, friend.
Oh, there we go. I was muted. All right. So the stream can hear us right now. So for all the viewers out here, I am going to be having a co-caster for this game, Cubano Dota. We've never casted before, so it's going to be a shot in the dark, but we'll see what happens.
We got this.
All right. So I think everybody is ready to go. We got the goes from AFDP. Let's see. Just get the confirmation from the other team, and then we should be underway. All these confirmations are from one team.
Let's see if I can.
Here, I'll op you on the stream there. There you go. Alrighty, so we've got the goes from both teams, so let's get this underway. Bam. Alright, loading in here, guys. This is Wingardium Levioso versus America's Finest Dota Players, Game 2. And an intense one it shall be. Were you spectating the last one?
Yeah, I was watching the last game.
That was it's pretty drawn out, but both teams playing it really smart, which I like to see. You know, not making too many mistakes, and the ones that they did were the ultimate downfall of the match. But
yeah, Finest definitely should have pushed when they had the lead.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, they kind of just shied away, and then they just couldn't keep the momentum up. And they had map control for a good amount of the match, but they just didn't have what it took to finish it.
Radiant team
Yep,
ban.
that's what the Death Prophet grants you, and they waited too long, and Wingardium Levioso had the better late game lineup. So
yeah, that's what it came down to. But you know, you live and learn. But anyways, getting into this next game, we see the Clockwork banned out immediately by AFDP. And actually, wait. No, they ran the Clockwork last game. I wonder why they banned it.
I guess they don't plan on running it this time, and they don't want to play against it.
Yeah, fair enough. Timbersaw, OD, and Slark all pretty regular justified bans. Not sure about the Slark, but regardless, it's out of there. So Bristleback's still in the pool. Not a hero that we've seen run very often. Well,
and
there it goes.
Dire team pick.
It's actually a really good pickup for the first pick. You can run that either in an aggressive tri-lane or in an off-lane.
Yeah, and it's funny because today I've casted 5 games before this, and I think in 3 of them Bristleback was not banned or picked, which seemed really odd to me because usually if he's not banned he's snatched up right away, but...
Yeah, he's definitely flavor of the month right now for most amateur teams, and even in the pro scene.
Yeah, especially with that recent buff to the Vanguard, it just makes it so much more potent to be running that hero. He gets so much out of it.
Wingardium gonna take up the Alchemist again.
Yeah, so I was kind of curious in their last lineup because they really messed with me. And they put the Lich on the offlane, which I was confused about. I thought they were actually going to run a farming Alchemist last game, but instead they put the Alchemist and Crystal Maiden farming with the, or they put the Alchemist and the Crystal Maiden supporting the Weaver. Which
CM was on the other team.
Oh, yeah. No, who's their other support then? They were running the Alchemist and the
Lich.
Vengeful, yeah.
Oh, and Venge, right. Lich was offlaner.
Yeah, and they had the Lich on the offlane, and so I thought they were going to be running the tri-lane with the farming Alchemist and then the Lich Vengeful, but kind of threw a curveball at it, throwing the Lich up to the offlane just to deny.
Yeah, I mean, Alchemist really isn't run that often as a carry anymore. We don't really see it.
Yeah, it just...
After I wouldn't really say the nerf, but the rework to his ultimate,
yeah,
he just works so much better as a support.
Yeah, he does, and I definitely agree, but it just seems so odd to have that offlane Lich. Like, I understand the thought process, but it just didn't cross my mind during the draft. And that cheesy clockwork strategy in the bottom lane for AFDP, it didn't work out for him because the trees grew back too quickly. He didn't know the timing, and the creeps just ended up spilling out into the lane and getting killed right away. So trying to get a quick tier 1 with that, and it just didn't happen.
Radiant team banned.
Venomancer. I don't know. Finest has a really strong team at the moment.
Yeah, they do. Lots of slows and no direct shutdown though. So I mean, Wingardium can really pick to kind of take advantage of that. A lot of heroes will really thrive if there is not, you know, a hard shutdown, such as that Weaver or even like a PA or something like that. But we'll see what they choose to pair this up with. I think we're probably going to see more flavor of the month heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
I'd definitely like to see a Visage pick out of Finest right now for that aggressive tri-lane.
Yeah, it would work really well. Curious what carry they would combo that with.
They could even do it with the Bristleback if they want to push that tower early.
Yeah, that's true. Juggernaut always works in those lanes because those slows just make it spin so much more potent.
No, but I think that's definitely the Bristleback in the offlane because of their bans, the Clockwork and the Timbersaw for sure. Because he'd actually have somewhat of a problem going up against the Clock and the Timber.
Yeah.
You can get an Nyx ban. That's a little interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that one. Perhaps, I mean, usually you ban the Nyx if you tend to pick the OD, but OD has already been banned, so he's not going to pop up.
Maybe we're going to see a Pugna pick up.
Yeah, that could be it. You know, maybe they're trying to end this game a little quicker since that last game was so drawn out. They're going to try to rush him down. But I mean, Crystalman and Alchemist not the greatest heroes for rushing someone down. I mean, Alchemist works fine, but CM needs a little bit of time to get some levels under her belt.
I don't really agree with that TA ban from Finest just because they already have the Venomancer.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a problem if it was picked anyways, but
yeah.
I'm just trying to think of who they've got in mind for their mid lane to justify that ban, because generally if you pick that, you kind of have an idea in your head what you want to go for, but I can't think of anything that would be that directly countered by the TA that they'd ban it out.
Potom's still on the board right now for Wingardium.
Yeah, for both teams actually, it would work well with either. Mid lane Potom with a roaming Veno +1, I think that would probably secure him quite a few kills if AFDP grabbed that one.
Or even the CM Alk Potom tri-lane would work really well. You can Frostbite into a Concoction, into an arrow.
Yeah, that's 3 kills. For sure, they don't have the traditional Bane pickup, but Storm. Alright.
Radiant team pick.
Interesting. Wonder if they're going to try to put an Nyx with this. Because, yeah, unless AFDP picks it here, that is definitely available as their last pickup, and it would work really well with their team.
With Wingardium, I'm sorry?
Yeah, if they grab the Nyx, he'd work really well in the tri-lane with the Alchemist and the CM, and then he's got the late game combo inside the Storm Spirit.
With CM, you generally tend to see more of a like a nuking carry.
Yeah.
Like the Luna would work really well.
I definitely agree, but
Dire team pick.
Yeah, not sure.
My friend watching the stream right now is saying he can't hear me on the actual Dota TV.
Okay. Oh, on Dota TV.
Yeah.
Do you have your mic set to open?
I should probably do that. Audio mic. Where do I set it to open?
Go to
enable open mic. There we go. I got it.
There you are. Alright, so Viper is the pick for Wingardium. So that's probably going to be the tri-lane hero, actually. Storm will, unless Storm takes the offlane, but I don't see that happening.
Queen.
A Viper.
Dire team ban.
Interesting.
I kind of like to favor Finest's draft over here. They have so much AoE potential with their team, while Wingardium's is more single target.
Yeah, that's true. Oh crap. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. I'm gonna have to
5
mute you
seconds
in
remaining.
game here. Where is it? Mute co-broadcasters. Yep, that's what I. All right. Yeah, I was getting some echo.
Reserve time.
All right, we're good. So yeah,
Radiant
these are
team
some
ban.
interesting lanes here. It looks like Mirana's going to be the safe lane farmer
Dire
for
team pick.
America's finest, and she'll be running with the Venomancer, and then the Queen of Pain will be taking mid against, I assume, the Storm. But,
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a Quap versus Storm lane, which as great as Quap is at having the rune control, I kind of want to give that lane to the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, in general they trade pretty evenly, but I
10
think Storm
seconds
just falls a
remaining.
little bit behind because there's not much he can do against the Stifling Dagger.
5 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
He has to play really defensively in that lane and just hope for the over-aggression from the Quap
Reserve
player.
time.
Yeah. And
Which, Queen of Pain, when you're playing her mid, you always feel like you can be more aggressive than you actually.
yeah, it's a really fine balance between what you can be and what you feel like you should be. But yeah, I think Storm will have to max Vortex too in this lane, so he won't have as much damage output, but it'll give him the control if Quap decides that she wants to jump on him.
I don't know about max. You can always just leave the Vortex at level 3, and at 3 it'll drag whoever you're dragging into your static remnant. So
yeah.
I'm actually thinking that the Viper could be a solo safe lane, and they're picking an aggressive tri-lane carry at the moment.
Yeah, that is a good call. I could definitely see that happening. They've got about 30 seconds left to make that call, so we're not sure what they're going to do. I don't think the Viper combos well enough with the tri-lane to think that he'd be with them, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
or it could be the mid Viper and a solo safe lane Storm.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely thinking that it's their carry they're picking up right now.
10 seconds remaining.
Windranger at your
And a Windrunner pick.
Huh.
Radiant team pick.
So I guess it is going to be a Storm mid Viper CM Alk, which not really too much synergy between the Viper.
Yeah. I agree. I'm not entirely confident in these lanes. It's kind of awkward. I mean, the only other combination I think I could see out of this is CM and Windranger supporting a farming Alk, putting the Viper on off lane and Storm mid, but that wouldn't be very effective either.
5 seconds remaining.
Viper doesn't work very well on the off lane, and like you said earlier, Alchemist is not very great at the carry anymore. So
team pick.
I don't know.
I wouldn't say that. He's just not
he is
favored as the carry player anymore.
Yeah.
I think with an armlet nowadays, he actually can be played very well as a carry.
Yeah. So we're going to see a Earthshaker, Venomancer, and Mirana tri-lane, and then Quap mid, and the Bristleback on that off lane for America's finest. So their lanes are a little more cut and dry, but
prepare
we'll
for
see
battle.
what, so Storm is built for mid, so he's going to be going mid for sure. So we do have an aggressive try with the Alchemist, CM, and Viper. Alright.
Fairly awkward. They're going to be going against the safe lane. Veno, Earthshaker, Bristle? Yeah, they're sending the Mirana into the offlane.
Yeah, so Mirana's going solo. Alright. This is bound to be an interesting tri-lane. I think I'd have to give the edge to AFDP in this scenario. I think they've got a little bit more beefiness on their side, and their shutdown is a little better, but
for sure.
There's a lot of damage on Wingardium.
30 seconds to battle.
I mean, again, it comes down to that. Yes, they have a lot of single target DPS, but on Finest you have the Bristle Spines and you have Earthshaker to stun if someone gets caught out, and the Venomous Gale, if he can catch 2 or 3, he'll be great.
Yeah. Looks like they want to try to get in behind this tower here. Not quite. Alright, yeah, they back up. Oh, jeez. I keep doing this. I left the wrong overlay up.
You have no sound on Twitch, by the way.
No sound on Twitch. Uh-oh, that's a problem. I have no idea why I would have no sound on Twitch. muted. I'm showing up properly on XSplit. Yeah, I honestly have no clue right now.
Close, but not quite.
I'm gonna try muting my headset.
You have sound for me, I think. Yeah, I think my friend is just having some problems of his own. We're gonna see a hasted out coming down into this tri-lane.
Yeah, and good fissure there, and the Gale flies out, catches the Crystal Maiden off, and both teams trading decent amounts of damage. But I think Wingardium came out on the bad side of that.
That CM's taking a lot of damage,
yeah,
but here comes a
Bristle,
Bristle.
wow, eats another stun, and he drops. First blood goes to the side of Wingardium there. Dang.
He got way too over aggressive for its Crystal Maiden kill. That was really not worth it.
Yeah.
A high risk, low reward play.
Its force is really worth there. Nice fissure though, that's gonna catch Crystal Maiden. She's dead for sure. Boom, there she goes. Sun
There we
flies
go.
out, but 1-1 the kill score now. Gone right back in their favor, and lane's evened up.
Mine!
Thought you had
Windrunner's really dominating her offlane position right now. 8-3 CS against the 3-0 on the Mirana. 3-1 now.
Yeah, Mirana is not having a good time. She even started with a Wraithman too, so she got a decent amount of last hitting power, but it's still not more than Windrunner's.
It's the attack animation of Mirana. It's just so
yeah.
slow compared to the Windrunner.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, on top of that, Windrunner has more base damage with the 3 branches than Mirana has with the Wraithband and 2 branches, so it's just making it even harder for Mirana. But I mean, at any second, if Mirana finds an angle for an arrow, that could be an instant kill, because Windrunner is squishy.
I wouldn't say that. She still has the ability to wind run
Double
out of
damage.
Mirana's, auto attacks.
Yeah.
Definitely could take a lot of damage, but kill would probably need to take the storm to rotate or somebody. We're gonna see a pause going down as Mirana DCs.
And I think the second that pause comes off, that CM is toast. Yeah, they do have vision over, and that fissure, if the fissure's placed well, it'll block her right off. There's the reconnect, so should be underway in just a moment here. These guys are doing this in the lobby too. Go, wait, no, go. I don't know.
A lot of confusion going on.
Crystal Maiden is not dying.
Alchemist charging up his stun. This Fair Shaker could be very dead right now.
Fissure blocking off the Bristle, not really able to get in there and do anything. Throwing off the spines, and they might actually get the Viper. Another spine, and they do get it. Damn. A lot of damage, and they're going on that Alchemist, but he gets frosted into the tower, and the Bristle dies again, getting a little too aggressive. Oh my god, that
why are they staying?
What is he doing, man? Yeah, he gets caught out, and CM gets the kill there.
You'll make a
Killing
nice
Crystal Maiden.
snow angel.
Man.
If Bristle had a stick, I think this tri-lane would be succeeding a lot more right now. You always want to have that early stick when you're playing a tri-lane versus tri-lane.
Yeah, I mean, he can just go grab that from the side shot too. It's not a big deal. Yeah, opting not to for now. But yeah, I don't know why that Venom was up so far there. He kind of just, like, the Alchemist was already dead. There was nothing left for him to accomplish, and he just kind of kept walking forward.
Interesting build coming out of the storm right now. He's actually maxing his static remnant first.
Yeah, interesting. So, because he just wants that damage build. I think he's feeling confident enough against that Quap that he doesn't really have to, I mean, he doesn't really need the safety of the Vortex, but I don't know.
I mean, one thing he could do with this static remnant high build is once Quap comes up this lane to get overly aggressive, since Quap won't have the vision of the high ground, he can drop this static remnant right here and force her to eat it, but it doesn't seem like he's doing that.
Yeah. Playing it pretty passive, but...
We're actually going to see a smoke gang coming onto the storm right now as Earthshaker's wrapping around.
Yeah. He gets a good hit off there. Oh, yeah. Oof. Cancels the fissure, but it does land now. I think. Oh man, Quap almost dropped there. That was close.
Well played out of Finest, though. They definitely needed that.
Yeah, that was a great rotation, and that Storm is going to be feeling that for a little bit.
Quap was actually below in that lane in CS.
Yeah, that was something I was noticing. It's kind of not what I expected at all, to be honest. I thought Quap would be wrecking that.
I think she's been like the time that she takes to get the runes, Storm has just been capitalized.
Earthshaker gets up, gets a really nice fissure out on this Viper, but he turns around, gets the kill off, and Earthshaker drops in exchange. I don't think they're going to be able to continue. Bristle's getting really aggressive, but that might cost him his life. He gets frostbite.
He got Quap behind him.
Yeah, okay, so frostbite goes down, and he does get the kill into the tower, but it looks like CM's going to die as well. She's, yeah, he can't do much there. TP's coming in for that Venno there, and he's probably going to drop, so.
Yeah, he's very good.
3 for 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 for 3. That was... Wow. What a dive. These guys are just crazy.
I would say Finance actually came out ahead of that just because Quap is really getting that net worth at the moment.
Yeah.
With that triple kill. She got all 3 of the kills.
Yeah, she's 4-0-0 right now, and not finding herself a rune, so she's going to be mana starved for a little bit here, but...
we had a smoke gang coming out with the smoke, the CM and the Alchemist.
Yeah. Where are they going to go with this, though? Yeah, they're just heading up the lane.
Looks like they want the Quap.
Yeah.
If they get a frostbite out, this Quap might be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they're signaling to go around the lane, but
she's got the Earthshaker
charging, and blinks away right away. The Earthshaker's gonna drop instead. TP's coming in, but it's not gonna mean much. Gale misses, and Storm's out there, no problem. Oh, that arrow.
Viper actually picked up the Bristle solo at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
This Bristleback is really struggling, and that's gonna cost Finance.
What I miss?
Yeah. Storm looking forward, taking a shot at the courier there, not getting it though.
Denied.
Yeah, Bristle really needs to get a little bit of that farm to himself. I mean, his support's not being there for him means that Viper's going to be free to harass him. Viper's pretty far back now, but once those supports get back in the lane, it's going to turn ugly for him again.
Yeah, he's going 12 for nil against a 21 for 9 on the Viper as the hard carry for Finest, and that's really, I don't know, man.
Yeah, he's really hurting right now, and Mirana's not doing much better on the offlane though either. 19 for 6 against the 37 for 18. So almost a doubled CS and denies for the Windrunner right now. Actually, it is doubled now.
This Windrunner, once she gets her mech, I believe their Wingardium's going to start getting aggressive and start pushing lanes.
Yeah, and I mean, they have every right to. There's nothing that's really going to stop him. Arrow flies out, but Windrunner dodged to that. She's going to be totally fine right now. Quap's going to find herself a haste rune, and nothing contesting that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Alchemist charging the stun, they're going, and I think this Venomancer is dead. Yeah, he drops really quick. Nice fissure to block him off, and Viper ulti goes out on Bristle, but it's not going to mean too much, he just walks away from that.
Earthshaker picks up his arcanes.
Yeah, that's going to make a huge difference in this fight, but Alchemist charging the stun again, he's going to throw that out on the Earthshaker, but he hooks into the trees so there's no line of sight, and yeah, they're not going to follow up.
Well, Storm getting aggressive onto this Quap.
Yeah, so she has to pop the haste rune to get away, and he's trying to chase her with that ball lightning, but he just doesn't have the mana to support it. And Quap might be able to turn this around. She knows Storm has no mana, and it's a remnant on the high ground. Alright, they're going to disengage.
Very smart play on the Quap, not chasing that.
Yeah, Venno got caught there, and
oh, this Viper's going to die. Here comes a Quap ult.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, man. She jumps in. She doesn't have enough mana for the ultimate right now, though, but dropping. Oh my god, the Crystal Maiden ultimate just wrecking her. Bob drops as well, and I think this Earthshaker's going to be next in line. Bristleback trying to make something happen. Might even get the CM. Chase is pretty deep, and he does, but Alchemist looking to get done with so many stacks of Quill Spray. He's got 5 on him right now. Turns around, drops his stun, and the Acid Spray working away, but he can't stick around. One more Quill Spray would kill him. But, oh, Storm jumps in, long range, doesn't manage to do the damage that he needs to, jumps in, and there's the kill. Wow, so yeah, Wingardium getting the best of that fight there. That was a pretty scrappy, to say the least.
Definitely some weird engagements going on this game.
Yeah.
And Windrunner's getting some uncontested farm up here. She's gonna have her mech up in 400 gold. This is a really big problem for Finest.
50 for 25. That is just that is so good. I mean, you could have better, but that's really damn good. Morana's looking for that arrow right now. She's looking to see if she can find a line for it, but I don't know if she will. Yeah, Windrunner's gonna back off and she'll see the arrow all the way if it gets fired.
I like this high ground ward.
Oh, Storm jumping in on the Quap, going right for it. There's no Frostbite to follow it up though, and she's gonna be able to blink away. Ooh, Storm gonna keep going. He does. He jumps right in. One more auto attack, and that is it.
Oh, he's gonna deny the creep. Nope, he's gonna fall.
Tower does kill him yet, so.
He didn't get. He should have A-clicked. If he would have A-clicked the creep or even the Crystal Maiden, he would have lived.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for him, but.
Finest realizing that Windrunner's getting too much farm, but it's a little too late as Mecha's flying in right now.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, if she plays it right, this gank won't do anything to her anyways. I mean, maybe a Fissure Arrow will catch her out, but I mean, she's been really smart about her positioning the entire game, so I don't see that happening right now. The arrow flies out, yeah, she just dodges it.
The Alchemist also behind her, so.
Yeah. Charged up a stun on the
man.
Shackle shot. Oh man, that was amazing. Yeah, they killed a Mirana. Well-deserved kill there. That was just...
This Windrunner, what a player.
I know. Dang, down on the bottom lane, Storm looking like he wants to jump in on this Bristleback and make his life hell even more than it already is. And there they go, they jump right in on him. He's gonna try to TP out of that, but Vortex says no, and Bristleback drops 10 to 16 kills for him. And Wingardium Levioso just taking off with this game early.
Radiant's top
No, that Bristleback pick is definitely not working for Finest right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine what that bottom lane would have looked like if they had stuck the Mirana there instead of the Bristle, and just tried to set up arrows with fissures. I think, I don't know. I don't think there was enough hard lockdown to keep Mirana down, but that Bristleback was just so aggressive with his plays. I mean, he should have been fine in that lane, but there's too many times where he just walked up to the tower and was not making smart decisions.
Yeah, that Bristleback is gonna need a cloak, and really soon their magic damage is getting out of control. That's really what he's dying to.
Yeah. Viper pinging away. Viper pinging away on that bottom tower there. That was a good chunk of damage, but backs off is starting to feel unsafe. Can't see anybody else on the map right now.
So, almost picked up his Shadow Blade. They're gonna get some initiation going on with the Viper ultimate.
And arrow flies out and catches the Alchemist actually, and the Gale and the Fissure land as well. But the Alchemist not dropping, pops off his ultimate, and
oh my god, this Windrunner.
Jeez, that hurt. Quap is in the middle of this, trying to get a fight going, but CM jukes back into the trees.
She has dropped that ultimate.
Oh, she drops the ultimate, looks for the kill, but oh my god, Windrunner! How is she still alive? Oh wow, that was incredible. Yeah.
Windrunner voted for MVP.
Yeah, and Quap turns back, which is just enough to get her stunned, and I think she's done here. Yeah, Quap is gonna drop, and now they're looking at that Bristleback. Don't actually chase. Bristles would tear him apart, but he's just so starved here.
Radiant's bottom tower
Viper does pick himself up the tower and has the Shadow Blade now, so he's moving up the top to help out.
not really liking the Bloodstone rush out of the Storm Spirit for this game. He definitely could have done a lot better going for the Orchid just to really lock down that Quap.
Yeah, I'm definitely asking the same questions you are, that the Orchid would have served him so well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looking to try to trade towers, but I don't know if that tier 1 mid is going to drop. Yeah, Storm's there to defend it, and hopefully the creep wave back. Arrow flies out, it's going to miss. And, pressure on the top tier 1. Windrunner's going to focus fire that, and it is gone. Viper gets the last hit, so he gets the bonus gold, and he's sitting on 1,800 pretty pennies. Not going to stun himself in mid.
Now's when Wingardium is really going to start getting aggressive. They got that mech up, they have the Shadow Blade on the Viper. Everything's really going for them. They have almost a 10k advantage.
She catches the Crystal Maiden in the river and she's gone. 3 kills right there. She throws out a Crystal Nova, but
Yeah, that's
yeah, she got the wards off, but fine and snow about it.
Viper throws out that ulti on Bristle and he just melts. So another trade going their way. Mirana throws out her ultimate to try to save him, but too little too late. Arrow flies out, catches the Storm Spirit, but they don't have anything to engage with. They're going to have to back off. Oh, power shot. Just chucking down that damage. Windrunner going right in there. Doesn't actually get the latch on the shackle, but Storm's going to jump in, see if he can catch something up. The Venomancer throws out the ultimate, and it's going to land on the Windrunner. Jumping out to the trees, but nothing getting done there. 2 kills down on the side of AFTP.
Oh my, that shackle.
Wow. That was kind of Quap's fault, but shackle nonetheless. Damn. And this tier 1's going to go down. Stun getting charged up, but the leap goes away, and Alchemist might end up stunning himself here. Got a juke into the trees, yeah, he stunned himself. He's gonna turn around, throw an arrow, but completely whiffs it. And,
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Looks like Quap is going for that Orchid Rush for herself, though, so she's going to be able to shut down that Storm, but not the other way around.
It's going to be too little too late. The way that, I mean, the way that Storm is farming, he's going to have that Bloodstone way before Quap gets her Orchid. Yeah. And he's just going to be way too durable for Quap to do anything about it.
Yeah.
We had a Blink Dagger out on the Alchemists. Yeah. They have a lot of initiation potential.
Yeah, they do. Between that Viper jumping in, the Storm going in, and the Blink Dagger, it's just... Quap looking for some action on that Alchemist, chasing him down there. The Fissure does catch him, so good catch, but he's regenerating health so fast, it's going to be hard to do anything, and they just back off of that.
Yeah, this is where that gold advantage is coming into place. I mean, Wingardium is almost up to 13k, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And the experience as well, almost at 13k. They're just...
Oh man, that Shackle gets another kill, and Alchemist jumping into that Blink to catch up to that Earthshaker. Fissure goes out on the Viper, which, no, he's not going to die to that tower. Just, the Earthshaker drops, and they're looking for action on the Viper, or on the Venomancer, sorry. Shackle shot hits a creep, and he's going to drop as well. And this is just snowballing out of control. AFTP is not going to be able to come back from this.
They don't even have the option to turtle. They have no real carry. Granted, Wingardium doesn't either, but the Alchemist can always 6-slot himself if the game gets that far.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, the other thing too, they've got no wave clear. They've got no way to stall or hold this off in any way whatsoever. I mean, they've got the Quaps, they've got like Scream of Pain and maybe like Veno wards, but that's really it.
Radiant's top tower has
There's
fallen.
No way to stall. There's no way to fight. There's no way to do anything really. They're caught out and they don't have any map control. Like if you look at the warding right now, it's just hugely in favor of Wingardium. But a huge fight coming out here. Quap throws out her ultimate and catches everybody, but it's just not enough. There's so much health, and that mech just makes the fight so much different. Oh, Arrow catches that Alchemist in the base. He pays for being too aggressive. And he's gonna drop. So 2-for-1 exchange there. Whoa, Bristleback. Where'd Bristleback? Oh, down on the bottom lane. Yeah, like I said, I think it's just getting out of control.
I really think if they would have gone a Visage instead, well, the Earthshaker's been doing a lot for their team, but I really think they should have gone an aggressive tri-lane with the Visage, Veno, Bristleback. That would have worked out so much better for them.
Yeah, it would have. And I mean, CM, like, I mean, 2 stacks of Soul Assumption, you throw that on CM and she's dead. Exaggeration, but yeah, she's so squishy that it just tears her apart. It would have worked out really well for them.
Here I am.
I think the problem with Visage at this level of play is that a lot of teams are kind of intimidated by the pick if you haven't practiced them, because you're like, oh, you got units, you got a micro, you got to do stuff, but I mean,
outside of the microing, Visage just provides such a good lane presence with his Soul Assumption.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I agree 100%. But I mean, a lot of teams will just avoid picking them for that sheer fact that somebody's like, "Fuck, I'm not playing Visage. I don't know how to micro burst." Bob getting herself caught up by the Viper or Viper. Keep getting Viper and Venom mixed up. Windrunner jumps in, grabs that kill for herself. 904 MVP player. She's got her Force Staff and her Mechanism up, and 2,700 gold sitting in that bank.
I don't know. This is looking pretty over for Finest.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd hate to call it right now, but this one is just
there's some
snowballing out of
games
control.
where you just can't afford to be really. Oh man, Windrunner jumping in, getting a great shackle there. But, not gonna follow up. Yeah, there's some games where you just can't really, you know, give them the benefit of the doubt because they've already blown that.
It's not even that. I mean, even if Finest played what they need to do right now, which is stall the game, you know, they have an okay team at contesting pushes, but the problem is they have no real hard carry to fall back on. The Mirana is not going to carry them out of this game, and the Bristleback is way too far behind, and his time is just about up where he would have been effective had he had the farm.
Yeah. I mean, he's got no Vanguard, he's just got a Bracer and a Basilius. There's nothing on him. Windrunner almost had a Sheep right now too, so any potential that they might have had at making a fight will just get shut down instantly.
I think Wingardium actually figured out what I was saying last game in the chat was Finest is really struggling outside of Prince, and I think shutting down Prince if you're playing against Finest is what is going to cost them the game, just because the other players seem to be struggling.
Yeah, that's true. They yeah.
Because Klink's last game was the reason that game lasted so long.
Yeah, he was playing really well, and you know, he just didn't manage to keep up because the rest of the team wasn't there for him. Storm jumping in on that Quap, and she drops to a power shot. Oh my god. Yeah. Viper ultimate goes down on Bristle. He's gonna drop in a matter of moments here. Actually, gets away from that, and Veno drops instead. Windrunner and Storm are just gonna walk away with that poison dripping off of him right now.
Great job by Wingardium and Levioso not getting overextending their stay.
Yeah, that was something that both teams did really smart in the last game too. Was like every time there was even a potential that somebody could defend, they backed off and they played it safe, and then retreated back to farming. And that was why the game, or that was part of the reason why the game lasted 50 minutes long. But it was just smart Dota on both sides. Viper getting jumped on, but he turns it right back around and looks for killing Bristle. Not going to get it, but Alchemist just goes apeshit and gets caught inside the base and is actually going to drop. Pays for his aggressiveness, I guess, but Aghanim's now up on that Viper. That is just scary. Oh my god, the Quap ultimate goes out, still doesn't manage to finish off that Viper, and she pays for it with her life. Storm just jumping in on that Veno. Not quite doing it just yet. He doesn't have the mana to make the long jump he needs, so have to back off and bottle up.
when it comes to, again, what I said before, that I don't want to call this game over. If you look at the net worth, all 5 players on Wingardium have a higher net worth than everyone on Finest.
Earth Shaker just got 700 gold for killing the, oh boy.
Yes, actually picks up his Blink Dagger. That might be something that Finest really needed.
Yeah. Get some Lanham Echo Slams. Well, CM pops their BKB, but it's not going to mean much if they didn't pursue onto that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh, Shackle Shot, catching that Quap to a tree, and the Alchemist jumps in with the stun. Man, she has been caught by the Shackle so many times in this game. She has died 10 times. Just under a third of Wingardium's kills have come from that Quap. She was doing so well early on too. She started out 4-0-0 and is now 6-10-4.
Yeah, I mean, this is also a reason why Quap really isn't picked up too often anymore.
Yeah.
Just because she doesn't provide as much for the team as even the Storm. A Storm, he just has such high burst damage, and what does a Quap have? The ultimate, a Scream, and then what?
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't really have any utility in her kit beyond that burst damage, and you can get that. You can get similar burst from other heroes. So it looks like Wingardium's pinging out that bottom tier 2, so they're gonna aim for that before they try to crack base, which I think is the smart choice in this case. Just keep racking up that net worth and just break them. Air catches the storm, they're gonna try to fight it, but it's not gonna happen. Oh,
yeah,
oh, it does!
Chaining their stuns perfectly.
And he denies
himself. What a player!
Oh man, I definitely thought that was like their big moment, like they caught the storm, hell yes, but nope, gets snatched out from under them.
I don't know, man, Finest is just reacting way too slowly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I think it all came down to that tri-lane and then letting that Windrunner farm. Oh my god, big Echo Slam, but nothing to follow that up with. I know it tries to run in and get an ultimate off, but that's really not going to do anything. And the Death and the Shackle. Everybody going to get out of this alive? They do. Damn. Arrow flies out from up above and catches the Wind Ranger. Quap's gonna go in and try to finish something off, but she just gets stunned up and destroyed in a matter of seconds.
This is also where the experience now comes into play, where Quap's level 2 ultimate is just kind of tickling Wingardium.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, like, even just the pure stat advantage, like, these heroes are living through a lot of shit that they wouldn't if they were on even levels. It's just ridiculous, but Bristleback drops again. Storm's just going on a tear, and 17-37. Your kill score 27 minutes and 50 seconds in this game.
We're at a 20k gold deficit.
Yeah. So,
gold and experience.
Yeah, both of those graphs look really even. You can tell right from the end of, right from the middle of the laning phase, it's just gone down in Wingardium's favor severely.
That was really just the misplays and over-aggression in the bottom.
Yeah. This Crystal Maiden's so rich. She's got a Black King Bar and a Blake Dagger for herself.
Are we gonna see the puppy heart Crystal Maiden in this game?
I would love to see it.
Crystal Maiden having more net worth than the Mirana on the other side.
Yeah. That's that Navi Dota.
Mirana has a Sage. I'm not entirely sure why she would be even building a Sage and Yasha at this point in the game.
Yeah, I think I don't even know right now. I mean,
Her
maybe she was originally going for a Sannyasha, and now she's like, fuck it, I'll try to get the disarm, but disarm's not gonna do anything for you. I don't know.
Her best bet probably would have been to go for even just crit, get some lucky. If you get some RNG crits going off, maybe you could turn a team fight around.
Yeah.
Very late Vanguard coming out onto the Bristleback.
Yeah, finally grabbed that. I mean, like you
He
pointed
still
out
needs
earlier,
that smoke.
yeah, the magic damage was what was ruining him. And that Viper ultimate, now that it's got the Aghanims upgrade, he's just going to be throwing that out on him every single time.
This looks like it could be the GG push coming out of Wingardium.
Yeah. Gage is still up on Viper, or he's still up on Viper. And that Shackle Shot, like the first one that hasn't latched, that gets herself out. So it will be a 5-on-5 for this fight, but that doesn't mean much at this stage of the game.
If Wind Ranger can actually take this tower, she's gonna finish her sheep stick, and there's not much you can really say past that.
Alchemist running in, getting the stun off on that Bristle.
Oh, Wind Ranger getting over aggressive. She could actually fall now.
Yeah, she backed off. Crystal Man jumps in, pops that BKB in the freezing field, but everybody gets out of that. Starting to get picked off a little bit, but stun flies out onto the Mirana. Alchemist getting slowed up as he tries to retreat out of this fight, but now he's just auto-attacking to see what he can get done. Oh my god, that Echo Slam! Holy hell, that might turn it around. What a fight. The Viper comes back, pops his BKB after that Aegis expires, but he is the only person left alive for his team. And they're still chasing him down past that Sentry Ward. They're looking to try to finish him off, but he turns around, gets a kill on the Quap, and a full wipe from America's finest Dota players. Damn.
What a play.
Alright, so the game ain't over yet. The game ain't over yet.
Yeah, they're proving they're still in this game. They're like, hey, F you casters.
Yeah, no, it was looking pretty grim for them, but they've breathed a sigh of relief, and I mean, looking back to those graphs, we can see it just barely start to swoop up. Just barely.
That was just an overcommitment out of Wingardium Levioso. Like, they really they had no business being down this far into the lane when they still needed to kill the tier 3 tower.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, a lot of that was due to that fissure too, because that fissure went right across here and cut Windrunner back out from leaving the base, so she kind of had to either, you know, fight or completely flee away from doing anything in that fight. Transfer it down to 5 charges on his Bloodstone. He's not actually stacking that up as nicely as I thought he was.
Again, the Bloodstone is a nice item on Storm, but what it for the durability, I mean the survivability, but what it lacks is what the lacks that the Orchid gives you is that kill potential.
Yeah. I actually thought he was going to be going for a Sheep Stick himself, but he opts to go for the Shivas instead, so he's got that slow field, which will help out in the team fights a little bit. But
Actually seeing some split push coming out of the Crystal Maiden of all heroes. The Shackle latches on to the Bristle.
What a Shackle. I think that might be a kill there. The Sheep goes out on him, the Vortex pulls him back. Viper ultimate goes out on the Bristle, and the Fissure locked him in. If he gets caught, and the Storm jumps in.
Alchemist is just such a good hero at dealing with the Bristleback with that acid spray.
Yeah. Tears off so much of his armor, and he didn't even go for the medallion this game for that additional armor strip, but really hasn't mattered.
It hasn't, just because of how beneficial his farm has been. He's been farming really well, so that Blink Dagger even has been helping them much more than the medallion would have.
Yeah. He blinks right in, gets a stun off on that Quap, and oh, she gets out with barely any HP, but Venomancer drops. Storm jumps in on that Quap and actually gets her in the spawn. So she drops, but the Alchemist gets caught by a decent arrow there, and he's actually going to drop. The Earthshaker dies as well, so 4 heroes down on the side of America's Finest, but Mirana's just going for it anyways. Denial.
Another denial.
Buybacks all over the board, and they're actually going to defend the racks again.
Dire's top
Not by
tower
much, but
is under attack.
they defend their racks.
Again, the over-aggression is nice. This time it didn't go so bad for them. They did get the Quap down and all of that, and a couple of heroes survived this time around. But remember, this game is Dota. You want to kill these towers right here. Because once those racks go off, you can go and push another lane. And again, if Finest actually had a real hard carry right now, Wingardium would have been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. I was actually surprised at the amount of damage Murano was dishing out in that fight for only having that Sanj and drums, but she was doing a fair bit.
That buyback was really unnecessary and kind of cost her, because like we said like 10 minutes ago that she was sitting on that Sange, and now she's still sitting on just the Sange. But a great arrow coming out.
Yeah, Fissure actually does hit, but they got no detection, so they have no clue. Oh, Crystal Maiden jumps in on that Earthshaker, and the Venom.
That's a really big kill if they get it.
And oh my god, is he gonna drop? Oh, he does. He does finally. Crystal Maiden pops off that BKB in the freezing field, and 2 heroes are gonna be down inside of America's Finest. And Bristleback is gonna fall in just a moment here. Doesn't manage to get the kill to finish off DM.
That Ghost Scepter definitely saved CM, and an arrow landing on the Storm Spirit. But no follow-up as Quap is pushing his bottom lane.
He's been landing arrow after arrow after arrow for the longest time, but it just doesn't matter. They've got no follow-up, they've got no way to initiate on it.
We're gonna see about a 38-minute Orchid, if we're lucky, out of the Quap.
Yeah, that's, I don't even know if she's gonna be able to get that. Well, the Ock jumps in, gets the stun off on Piranha. Storm's gonna jump in, he doesn't get the Vortex off, and she's gonna actually be able to run back to base and start to heal up. Pop gets caught out though, arrow hits on the Storm. Don't know what that's gonna mean for the drop. He does fall, so Storm Spirit actually dying this time, not getting the denial. But Windrunner focus fired the melee rack, so that rack is down. There are finally melee creeps in that mid lane.
Are under attack.
Looking for that Alchemist, they finally pick him up, they grab him with an arrow, and that's enough to bring him down. Decent Shackle Shot does not latch though, and Windrunner's going to escape. 28 to 48 the kill score, and gap getting evened up ever so slightly. Not, definitely nowhere near even, but...
I don't know, man. Wingardium, they really just need to 5-man and push together, because this individual, they're splitting up in these team fights even when they dive. You got like 2 people on the left side of the Ancient and 2 at the bottom, and 1 still hitting the racks. Like, come on, team, we need the racks.
Yeah, I think they've might have let it get to their heads a little bit. They're kind of toying with them, having some fun, and you know, it could cost him. Earthshaker's about 500 gold off of his Aghanims, and if he gets a Blink Echo on all 5 of them, whew, that could be dangerous.
Could be a problem. Definitely, if it goes late enough and the Earthshaker gets a refresher on top of that, then they're really in some trouble.
Yeah, this could, so this could be Rattlesnake's Lanham going to it. But actually, was he with DK when that game happened?
Yeah,
he was. Yeah.
And Prince actually picks up that cloak that he so desperately needed.
Alchemist grabbing Queen of Pain again, so delaying her Orchid even more. About 700 gold off of that now. 14 deaths on this quad, man. That is just... ugh. Not good. She just can't catch a break anywhere. The shitty thing too is that she her blink doesn't disjoint a single one of the shutdowns from the enemy team. I mean, even Storm's overload will still catch her if she blinks away from it. Viper's ultimate will catch her, Shackle Shot will catch her, Unstable Concoction will catch her. We've seen so many circumstances where she's been about to be shackled and then blinked and then got shackled to a tree and just not worked out for her.
Storm gets the last hit on the range Drax. Roshan's actually coming up right now, and they're actually pinging it. Wingardium's pinging it, they're about to take that.
Yeah. Smart move, I don't see why they bother jumping into space again without it, but... Yeah, Storm's gonna find himself a regen room, that'll be fun for him. What's Wind Ranger doing with that Belt of Strength? Is she gonna go for a Sange of her own?
No, that's gonna be a Necrobook coming
Oh
out.
yeah, good call. I keep forgetting that's the component of it. It seems weird, but...
Regeneration.
Alright, so the regen rune's gonna go to the Crystal Maiden. She was almost out of mana, but she's looking to build towards an Aghanims of her own. Still pretty far off of that, about 1,000 gold, but she can get that pretty soon.
Yeah, the line drawn up by the Alchemist here, they definitely want to get that push into the bottom lane.
Yeah.
Finest are ready for them though, as this ward up here actually scouts out the Storm rotating down.
Yeah. Before this fight happens, Alchemist is going to have a Heart of Tarask as well. The courier is just... Oh wait, he forgot to get the recipe from his stash with the courier.
No, Wind Ranger, that's miscommunication. The Wind Ranger's bringing her level 1 Necro.
Yeah. Thought his stash was like, alright, he's got it going.
Oh, what I miss?
So he will not have a Heart of Tarask in this fight, which...
Shackle doesn't latch, and the anti-push on the Veno wards, this is why Veno is a first pick, first ban material.
Yeah.
Just so annoying to push into those wards.
I mean, like I said, he's like the only anti-push they have, but look at what he's doing. They just can't get up that hill.
And Wingardium actually coming in through the mid lane right now. Not too sure about this.
They do get the Vortex up off on the Bristleback and the... Oh wow, Radiant Courier drop. Not a big a deal. Storm's gonna jump himself out of this base, but Pig goes out on the Venomaster, and he's gonna drop in just a moment. A couple more auto attacks. There he goes. But oh man, Storm dangerously low, almost drops. And Echo Slime goes out, but only catches 2. Not gonna do what it needs to. Arrow catches the Venomancer, and it is gonna... or the Viper, sorry. He's gonna drop. And Alchemist trying to fight this out. Bob's gonna walk herself away, and the stun. Oh man, he's so low, and they.
Orchid might kill him. Yep, the Orchid gets him.
So 4 for 3 there, and the Bristle and Marana are gonna be left to defend against the Storm. Well, the Quap buys back. I don't think that was a necessary buyback.
It really wasn't. That was actually a 5 for 3 if you count the Aegis, because Storm's Aegis actually dropped by Veno Poison around this area.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. I did not catch that. I saw him really low, but I thought the non-lethal damage was all that was left.
Nope, he had the passive still on him from the Veno wards, I believe.
And holding on to that lane, so AFPP proven they can make something of this, but it's still an ugly situation.
Veno picks up mech for his team.
Yeah. Have they not had that? Yeah, they haven't. Huh. And yeah, it is a halberd on Marana, so she's got that disarm for Alchemist slash Wind Ranger slash Viper slash whoever is beating their hell out of her.
He's actually using it on the Storm, but now that Storm picked up this BKB, it's going to be a non-factor.
Yeah. Looks like Bristleback might be trying for the same thing as well. He's got a Sange in his inventory. And he's about 400 gold off of that Talisman of Evasion. Storm's got an Imbiz and he's... Looks like he's on the hunt, but he's just gonna head into mid lane and farm up those creeps instead. Yeah, they ping him out instantly, they know he's there.
Yeah, but at the same time that's going on, the Storm also sees it with this high ground ward.
Yeah. Arrow close out, it's gonna catch Viper, but it means nothing. Shackle Shot only gonna latch a couple creeps together, and that fight is gonna get diffused as Alchemist runs off and stuff. So.
At this point, that Wingardium has failed 2 pushing attempts, I really don't think they need to be you know, pressing their aggression. They have all of the map control in the world. They've only lost 2 tier 1 towers.
Yeah. And they're gonna deny this tower? No, they're not. They're gonna leave it standing for now. Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They do deny
Radiant's
it.
top tower has been denied.
Arrow flies out, not gonna catch anything, and pressure on 2 sets of racks right now as the storm is just being annoying on the bottom lane.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna completely ignore him.
Yeah. Reno heads down there to counter push him with the wards, but he gets jumped on almost instantly, and oh, the arrow does catch the storm though, and they're right on top of him. They're gonna kill him for sure. He drops his 407 gold going away, Queen of Pain, so fortification is enough to deflect the push, and the racks stand.
Wingardium Levioso really just needs to take a step back right now, let Wind Ranger finish up her Necro 3, because that Necro 1 is really useless, and just, you know, abuse the fact that finest Dota players are really not going to cross this line right here to go farm.
Yeah, no, it's entirely true. There's literally, they can farm up every single camp and every single Roshan that comes up for the history of ever.
Yeah, they could wait for that Roshan, which is going to be coming up in about 3 minutes. And that's actually the cheese Rosh as well.
Yeah. The thing is that, like, I mean, like I said, they, and you pointed out a long time ago that every single hero's net worth on Wingardium is higher than that of the heroes on America's Finest, and it's remained that way for this entire game. Mirana, the highest farmer on AFDP, has still not surpassed the lowest, which is the Alchemist on Wingardium, so it just goes to show that they've got as much time as they need to make sure that they have the items they need to be able to push in. If they're feeding kills, that's when they're going to start to throw this game away. Well, I mean, it's going to be really hard to throw this game away, but it will become possible the more they give.
Yeah, and this again goes back to the draft as well. If Finest had picked up a hard carry, like even a Luna or something right now instead of that Mirana, they'd be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Storm in the middle of this fight. Fissure goes out, sending a couple, but Venomancer just not having a good time. Oh my god, everything's going up everywhere. Freezing Field goes off, the Venomancer also goes off. Storm is just picking people off left and right. You got the Mirana, Bristleback, and Venomancer all dead right now. Quap and Earthshaker, the only ones left standing, and the Quap is going to fall really soon.
And there's the GG.
Yeah, GG is called, so
Radiant's middle tower
I think that was a
under
pretty
attack.
understandable GG. That was the end of it.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
Wingardium
tower
played
has
that
fallen.
how they should have with that 5-man push
Radiant's
finally
bottom
coming
barracks
out.
are under attack.
Yeah,
Radiant's
it's,
bottom barracks has fallen.
It was a long and valiant defense, but just
Radiant's
not
bottom
quite
barracks
enough
has
to
fallen.
outweigh that early game advantage that went the way of Wingardium.
Yeah, well, definitely well played out of Finest drawing that game out that long.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a fantastic game to watch, though, and like I said, well played by both teams. So that will be Wingardium Leviosa taking 2 games to nothing here, and the highlight game for the Amateur Dota 2 League, the AD2L. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. My name is Cptn.Canuck. You can find me on YouTube at Cptn.Canuck Dota, as well as on my Twitch channel here, which you are watching if you are not in Dota TV. Twitch TV/Cptn.Canuck Dota. Please give me a follow, like, subscribe, whatever you can. My friend, where can they find you?
I am Kibano Dota. I can also be found on Twitter on Kibano Dota, and my Twitch is also Kibano Dota.
Alright, simple enough. Alright, so I think that is it for games for tonight, so we're going to cut the broadcast here, but once again, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to cast these games, and they have definitely been some fantastic entertainment. So thanks guys a ton, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yep, thank you for having me last minute, Cptn.Canuck.
No worries, it was great having you.